I love
Let's be honest. That's my favorite part.
Oh.
Do you think that the trash talk will have any impact on this series?
It's good for the game. I think people heard that and they might have twisted it, but these two guys, they understood that it was just fun trash talk.
Sure.
And this, now, don't get it wrong. They finna get out there and compete like no
yeah,
other.
absolutely.
But it's not personal to what people think it is. But they definitely finna get after it. I love that, though.
Yeah.
I loved every bit of it.
Yeah.
They need to do that more often. Matter of fact, they need to have players from each team sit down at a podcast like they do the boxers before each fight. I think that'll be nice.
Not a bad idea.
That'll be great.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
We would enjoy that.
I would enjoy that.
Man, Katie, he was like the dad on Friday. what we talking about? Look, C.J. McCollum, all he did was verbalize what all the other players in the NBA thought. KD, that was the weakest move in NBA history. You go join a team that won 73 games the year before you arrived with a two-time MVP. You joined a team that you had down 3-1. So they say, dude, that's an all-time weak sucker move. CJ basically said, CJ didn't, phrase like that. He's like, man, I'm hot. He's like, what you mean, why am I worried about it? I'm in the league. I'm in the Western
Somebody
Conference.
else said I was even hotter about DeMarcus Cousins.
Right.
It's like he could have come to us.
Right.
You know?
Because y'all had $5 billion. We had 10 to 12 billion, sitting there waiting on him.
Yeah.
Sure.
The Blazers are motivated. 2 of the last 3 years, CJ mentioned, they knocked them out in the first round. They believe they have a better team. The Warriors are highly, highly motivated because they want to show the world and Skip Bayless that they can win without Kevin Durant. Because I think we lost sight of that. They were already a great team before Kevin Durant set foot in the Bay.
That's what Draymond told KD sitting on the bench that night,
About
right?
4 years ago, though, right?
No, I mean just
on the bench. It was, here's the thing. When Cleveland took him down, Draymond was in his towel. He crying. He go call KD. And KD came and saved the rescue. But there was something that transpired, I think, what was that, Skip? Was it November, December?
Yeah.
He also called KD something, too. And see, that's what he thought. See, that's what he thought about him all along. But, when you get upset, the real emotions will come out.
And what did he say? We won before
you got here. So Steph Curry and Klay Thompson showed you the remaining part of the game when KD went out, and they showed you all the way. Oh, don't get it twisted now.
Yeah.
We still a good team. We still a great team.
They're not a championship team without KD right
Here's
now.
the thing. KD made them don't sleep on him.
Not right now.
Don't sleep on. Ask James Harden.
4 years ago, maybe, but not right now.
Okay.
They need KD right now.
Okay. KD makes them unbeatable, but they still can go win this chip without it.
Okay. We're about to see that.
I think Damian CJ gonna say different.
I do too. So back to your initial point about this. Obviously, it's good-spirited trash talk.
Yes.
I don't think they hate each other.
No,
In
not
fact,
at all.
I think they like each other a whole lot.
Yep.
But between the lines, Kevin is telling him what the dad in Friday is saying. Are you serious? Like when CJ dared to even say, "Hey, we got guys who can win a championship," he laughed out loud at it.
Don't
He
worry
just
about
started
what's going on
laughing.
at the top of the page.
He said, y'all not winning no chip. Y'all not winning no chip.
Yeah.
Y'all not winning no title.
Don't worry about what goes on at the top of things.
Yeah.
The top of things.
The top.
Oh,
That was
Yeah,
classic.
that's what-
That was
don't worry about
classic.
what's going on in Golden State.
That was
Y'all handle
classic.
that back there.
That was classic.
and then CJ's like he's a little mealy-mouthed about it. But we were the 3rd seed last year. And he said, yeah, and then what happened? You played
like
like
an
the
8
8th
seed,
seed.
yeah.
Yes.
Which they did.
They did.
Because they got
Got swept.
swept. Okay? So, to me, I was disappointed in CJ. I know he's trying to be nice to Kevin because Kevin was nice enough to come on and
show.
participate
Right.
in this.
That's what you
And
do.
it's his
Right.
podcast.
Right.
you
Good
know,
sport.
so
That
you
was a
kinda
good
gear
sport.
It down.
Yeah.
But he comes off as weak to me in this. He doesn't really stand up to him. He's mealy-mouthed. He's milquetoasty. He's just like he's low-key and he's not fighting back hard enough.
Well, you supposed to say that was a sucker A move.
Yeah.
Everybody know that, bro.
Just stand your ground.
That was all-time weak.
Yeah.
You joined a team that already has an MVP, won 73 games. Now, you had that team down 3-1.
Yeah.
How does that make you look? They beat you up. And so in order for you not to get beat up again, you go join them so you can beat up everybody else.
Yeah.
Man, that's all-time weak.
So this team is showing me some new grit, some new edge. Cantor brings them a little bit of edge because he's edgy. He's afraid of nobody. And I already told you earlier in the show, I love Zach Collins. He's only 21 years of age. He's afraid of nobody in this league. And he went at it in that game in Portland that blew apart and broke open, and Steve Kerr got thrown out of it. But it started when Clay was called for a charge on Zach Collins, and they go back up the court, and they are getting into it. And Zach Collins said, F you something. I'm not going to say the word, but it was
because Zach
was
Collins,
juicy words.
See, Zach Collins was going to try him because he's like, bro, you part of me. I think I can take you.
He did.
He think I can take you. You know, you close to my complexion. I can get you.
Zach's a wildcat.
Yeah.
He's a wildcat. You know what I mean? So
he's different.
Yeah.
He's bringing a different attitude to this team it didn't have before.
Yes.
Because what Damian did in the first round against Russell Westbrook was special. He put him in his place. He showed him up, and then he just waved him, sent him home, right?
And gave PG some of
He definitely sent him home.
But you know how to stacks. But you know in basketball, ain't nobody going to tussle. So everybody know they're going to walk towards each other. My teammate's going to grab me. Your teammate's going to grab you. Ed Malloy going to come in and do this right here, Skip.
Yeah.
And point at both of y'all.
Okay, I got it. I just got a different vibe about Zach Collins. I think he'd throw down if you wanted to start it, he would try to finish it.
With Clay. He think Clay an easy win.
Nah, Clay ain't no easy win now.
Man, you know, we tried to like him.
Yeah,
we
Clay,
tried him.
I don't think Zach an easy win either, though.
Okay, I don't. But the point is, they better have a different mentality than he voiced in his podcast. You better be able to stand up to Kevin Durant.
Oh, that series he just had? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got a different approach.
But the Warriors, they want to show that they're more than one guy. That says, if you look at their T-shirt, it's always strength in numbers.
Yeah.
So it's not about one guy.
I got that, but they showed that against James Harden and company.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Right? Okay, they just
Holding
did that.
Trophy.
Okay, now it starts over, and it's game one back in that building where you haven't been dominating all year. You've struggled in that building.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you still don't have Kevin Durant. And you said yesterday on the show, they're going to miss him at some point, right? So if they don't have him for game 1 and 2, Portland has to win game 1 or game 2 to make this a series. You just have to do it, right? Or you can't go to Portland down 2-0 with Kevin Durant coming back.
You can't. That's right. You can't.
Okay. So I think they can.
But you said Kevin Durant. They wouldn't have beat Houston if they had Kevin Durant.
Well, it worked out perfectly because it suddenly they're having a hard time with Kevin because they think he's gone. So all of a sudden the offense had degenerated into Kevin or bust. And you saw what happened in Game 5 coming out of halftime. Golden State's up 14 at halftime. And then what happened? This is at home. What happened? 22-9
meltdown.
Here they came.
But Skip, they've always had these lulls where they'll get loose with the basketball and they start. And, there are really no bad shots on that team.
Steph was in a slump too.
Because here's the slump. And Skip and I were talking about this. It's hard when KD gets it going early. You don't want to interrupt that, and plus he's getting in foul trouble. So not only can he not get a rhythm shooting the basketball, see it go in. He's on the bench because he's got 3 fouls.
Yep.
And when we ever seen Steph 5 fouls, Steph 4 fouls in ball games,
back-to-back games,
so he can't get a rhythm. But you ask Houston about when he caught rhythm in the second half. What happened?
It's hard to not give it to KD because he's so efficient.
Yes,
he's so efficient. It's hard not to give it to him.
But the offense starts to melt down around him because it loses flow, it loses ball movement. There's none of that.
Because you look at it when he's not in the game. That ball.
It was beautiful.
Backdoor cut.
Because, and part of the reason is, they only got 2 people that can make a shot. So you got to get it to them too.
Right. They get ultra aggressive. They're not worried about stepping on KD toes because they're like, why KD joined us? Because he felt he wasn't getting enough shots at the other place. So now with no KD, what? Kevon Looney, you upset because you ain't got 8 shots? Man, shut up.
Okay.
Nobody's getting upset.
No.
All eyes
Steven Jackson, who you got?
I got the Warriors.
In?
How many?
6.
6.
Okay. You didn't know about it. You swear I played in the NBA. I told him I saw the Warriors at 6.
You go.